Lemongrab has to be the most disgusting, creepy, and off-putting character ever added to the Adventure Time universe. He's not only diabolical, he's straight up annoying, especially when he does this.
Put you in my oven!
He's so messed up that he even creeped out a dark magic wielder like Peppermint Butler. Lemongrab is the only character in Adventure Time that we did not feel sorry for, despite his sad backstory, because he's caused damage not only to the people of the Candy Kingdom, but also to his own lemon people.
Do it better!
Don't you just wish he got a taste of his own medicine? And that's why, lovers of cartoon karma, we at Not Fair Studios gathered every episode where Lemongrab gets karma, saving the most gruesome for last. This first one is already really messed up. In the Too Young episode, Princess Bubblegum turns back to her 13-year-old self, and Lemongrab, under Imperial law, becomes Candy King. As soon as he walks into the castle, he just loses it and starts doing his thing.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
And then he sends everyone to the dungeon.
30 days in the dungeon!
For who?
Everyone in this room!
PB tries to smooth things over and show him who's in charge here, but he just screams at her for being too young.
I'm in charge here, Lemongrab.
Too young! Too young to rule the kingdom!
Watch your manners with the princess!
What the huh?
Well, that was weird. Then, Finn and PB decide to spice things up a bit by pranking him.
Huh? You really smell like dog blood.
Well, that was cute, but things didn't turn out the way they expected. Instead of Lemongrab learning a thing or two, he crashes out and sends even more people to the dungeon.
12 years dungeon, all of you.
Now, Finn and PB haven't given up just yet. They pull another prank on him, and this time on Finn's terms.
Oh!
Wasn't expecting him to cry, but that was nice.
Nice.
And things get even better when they literally spice things up. But wait.
He's eating the dirt! Spice it now!
You've got to love Peppermint. He sure knows how to torture people. I wonder why. But the fun was cut short when Lemongrab sent them to the dungeon.
1,000,000 years dungeon!
Maybe if we set his butt on fire.
You know, it's pretty obvious Finn has a butt obsession. Just when everyone was giving up hope of getting rid of him, Princess Bubblegum finally brings a solution.
If I change myself back to my real age, I can reclaim the throne.
Then why did you wait so long?
Because being 13 again is bloobalooby.
Sure, that's why she waited so long. And not because she was having fun watching her people suffer, but we'll get back to this demon later. She tells them how to change her back, which involves some sciencey stuff that I'm just gonna let her explain.
The first thing we need is more candy flesh to increase my biomass, but I need my lab equipment to engineer it.
Not necessarily, milady.
Then, Finn uses his saliva to join all the candy people's body parts and seal the creepiness. She wants his body heat as a catalyst. Don't think that kiss scene was necessary, especially when she's at least 900 years older than him. Anyways, after their lip-lock alliance, Bubblegum finally does what she should have done in the first place.
Yo, Earl!
What?
Hey, you're fired, you butt!
Now guys, we know this isn't the best way to end the episode, but at least he got pranked, a beatdown, and feasted on with pepper sauce. With that amount of humiliation, he should be gone for a long time. Or so we thought until he became a creep in the next episode. Now, how creepy you may ask? Just know it involves two things: people and torturing people. Now, we all know Lemongrab was the only lemon being of his kind, so he was lonely in his kingdom. And because he was so lonely, he had no choice but to do one thing everyone does when they have no friends: break into their house every night and watch them sleep.
Who's that?
Zoom in, dude.
Plus.
Lemongrab!
And that was just the beginning. In the You Made Me episode, Lemongrab would sneak into people's homes night after night, watching their every move as they slept. And then the whole kingdom found out and PB had to step in.
Lemongrab! Why are you stalking my peeps?
I am within my rights!
But things turn sour when he blames PB for being a creep, since he's lonely and has no one to govern. Pretty sad, right? Nope, until you hear what he does next. PB felt bad for creating a lonely failed experiment and begged her people to volunteer to be his citizens. And they all said, fuck no.
Come on, Mr. Cupcake. Just for a little while.
I can't, Princess. My arm is broken.
Now that's what we like to see. And just when Bubblegum was losing hope, the notorious brats swooped in with high demands.
We want the big cash money wad. Enough to provide for our delinquent mothers, so that hopefully they'll show us the love we always dreamed about in our sad young lives.
I grant you the big cash money wad. Now off with you to Castle Lemongrab.
And off they go to their deaths. While in the palace, Lemongrab gets irritated that Blumbo isn't listening to him, even though he can't hear with his headphones on. Tuffy tries to reason with him, but he just starts screaming again.
This is unacceptable!
What? What's going on?
All unfit citizens of Lemongrab must be reconditioned!
Isn't it obvious? And if you think that was bad, wait until you see what he does next.
Oh, me! I have to use my sound sword now! It's a sound sword!
He takes them to a soundproof chamber and just keeps torturing them until they pass out again.
You are in my reconditioning chamber. You will receive 4 to 3 units of juice now.
Now we know these kids suck, but even this is too much. And after 3 days of torturing these kids, he gets bored and goes back to stalking again.
Aw, jeez. Ugh.
Well, this was a complete waste of time. Wonder why she thought giving kids to a psychopath was the best way to cure his loneliness. Bubblegum tries to change him and makes him see how much fun it is to understand others. But
And who says your way's right anyway? I look in the lemon heart you gave me and see my lemon way to act, and that must be right.
it was this moment that Bubblegum knew she fucked up.
Man, that guy's a real D-list.
Oh dear. His candy citizens!
They rush to the kingdom to save the poor kids, only to get themselves locked in the same chamber by Lemongrab.
Maybe 10 units for trespassers?
And just when he's about to crank things up, Bubblegum comes in trying to change him.
Earl, I can help you.
No more helping! You're the one who made me this way!
And then he goes on to spill the bullshit she drops on him.
You unload your punkest boys on me? You try to change my ways? You poison! You poison!
He got that right. Then Finn swoops in to save her, and Bubblegum reveals a surprise she made just for him. A companion.
I'm Lemongrab. Oh,
I made him for you, in your pantry, for you to be with.
2 Lemongrabs?
And then it just gets weird from here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this episode sucks because he did all of that just to get a happy ending. No fucking way. We refuse to accept this. We at Not Fair Studios have a motto to uphold, and that's making sure the bad guys get beat down. We can't let him off the hook. We're being starved of retribution. But don't worry, guys. We won't let you go hungry in this next one. Speaking of hunger, in the All Your Fault episode, Lemongrab and his other half did a fantastic job exhausting their food supplies without eating it. So where did the food go? They used it to create life.
Oh, yes, there we go. We'll call you Seedwad. Ooh.
You really are gonna die.
And we hope they do too. When Princess Bubblegum came to the dungeon in the last episode, she accidentally left the formula she used to create lemon white, and they took it as their mission to finish what she started.
When Mother Princess last visited Lemongrab, when she saw fit to create me, Lemongrab, she left behind a little something. The secret formula for creating candy life.
And now their purpose quickly turned into an obsession.
I looked deep in myself and found that I'm a guy who can't stop making candy life from the food he needs.
After exhausting their supplies, they sent a letter to the princess, demanding that she save them and saying it's all her fault.
Princess Bubblegum, we are starving. Immediately send us all of your candy. How dare you? Ours, Lemongrabs. Bull gunk!
Language, princess! Then she calls Finn and Jake to give them a mission, to deliver a box of candy seeds that she just so happens to have when the lemons ask for food.
This case contains precious candy seeds for the Lemongrabs to grow new food. So, I need you two to deliver these seeds to Lemon Castle.
When they get to Lemongrab, they notice a lot of lemon mutants who try to eat them because they're starving. They head inside a door where they met Lemon John, the guardian of the earldom. He tells them that the Lemon Monarchs have been in the dungeon for 3 weeks and breaks an entrance for them.
I'm out. Which way to the dungeon, Lemon John?
Oh, cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Once they get past all the creepy creatures in the dungeon, and we mean creepy,
Nope.
they finally find where the Lemon Brothers are, and it turns out they locked themselves inside.
With
Lemongrabs, you're free!
They broke the door. The door is broken now. Fix the door!
They were hiding from their creations because they're looking for food, but also they wanted to create more life, and that they did.
Hey, they've brought no food. We're all going to die.
Look, we brought these seeds. They're special candy seeds.
you can grow new food now.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, yes, there we go.
Instead of using the seeds to grow food, they made a...
We'll call you Seedwad. Ooh.
You really are gonna die.
Why can't they just die already? When Finn tries to save them by asking them to beg PB for aid with more candy, but they take it as a new way for world domination.
We'll go to the Candy Kingdom and take all their candy from them. Then we will give that candy precious life and build a candy army so we may then go forth and pillage candy for all to eat. Yay!
Using Lemon John, who turns out to be the entire kingdom on 2 legs, they head for the Candy Kingdom. Finn and Jake sneak into LJ's heart and punch it to knock him down, but it does something else instead.
If I act, the candy people will suffer. If I don't, the lemon people will suffer. The greater good demands but one course only. That I dissolve the bonds uniting me and become component to all.
They punched him until he felt sympathy and exploded. He turned himself into food so the lemon people will not attack and starve. But his wise decision cost Lemongrab world domination, and now he's pissed. When Princess Bubblegum wipes their memory with an eraser. But of course, she only wiped memories of the Candy Life formula, and not the thoughts of destroying the Candy Kingdom, or world domination for that matter. Classic PB.
Trouble.
But how come we don't just fix their hearts like we did with Lemon John so they're more selfless and less selfish?
Oh, no. Their hearts are fine. They're just like this.
Now, the karma here was pretty subtle. Not exactly what we were expecting, just the end of an era and a memory wipe. That's pathetic. But we can promise you the next one is going to be gruesome and disturbing for everyone. If you enjoy cartoon villains being beaten and tortured, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss psychos like this getting floored by karma. Because trust me, the next one won't be so subtle. Before we begin this episode, we'd like you guys to know it involves a bit of cannibalism. In the episode, another 5 more short Greyballs, Lemon White and Lemongrab are playing house when Lemon White decides it's time to put their son to bed, and that's when things turn sour.
Oh, little Lemon Sweets, our son. So precious. You've enjoyed sitting in your chair. What would you like to do now? Go to bed. No, he wants to...
Lemongrab wants him to dance, while Lemon White thinks it's best for their son to sleep. He gets up to grab a bonnet for the toy, and that's when Earl makes his move.
Beautiful.
Lemon White is crashing out, and Lemongrab just keeps going, which makes White more angry. They start fighting over the toy, and that's when it happens. Now, before we watch this next scene, we'd advise you to take a step back from the screen, because things are about to take yet another turn, quite a dark turn, and it's going to make that turn quite quickly too.
Only one! The end!
He ate Lemon White over a toy. That's how messed up Lemongrab is. Now, we get it. It sucks when people take your favourite things and then break them. But you don't just eat them. How did he even fit in his... Wow. No words, people. Just no, oh God, no words. And you know what? This isn't even the worst thing he's done. But we can tell you, the karma that's coming is going to be bloody. When Princess Bubblegum attends a royal delegation in the episode Too Old, she's shocked to see a half-eaten Lemon White and a fully stuffed Lemongrab.
Holy! Oh, so pleased and gracious to welcome you to our sophisticated society. Bow.
And to add to the confusion, Lemongrab just outrightly hates everything Lemon White does, as if wanting to outshine his brother, even though they're literally the same person. Or are they? We'll leave that one for you guys to decide. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, back to Lemongrab. He becomes a full man-child, proud, angry, and wants it all.
Yes, welcome.
They used to be exactly the same.
No, you're floating too high.
During the dinner, he takes it even further by torturing the citizens for entertainment.
Do it better.
Lemon White, on the other hand, shows compassion by giving the little lemon a piece of his own bread.
What? Unacceptable! Acceptable. What? Unacceptable!
Even Lemon White is tired of his bull gunk. While PB leaves dinner for some fresh air, she discovers a cute little lemon boy who was different from the other lemon variants. He could play an instrument, and it actually sounded good.
Sweet little Lemonhope, stuck in this bathroom, thrown in the garbage, dunked in the pudding, dipped in the porridge.
Now, Lemongrab hears his music and is not happy. He runs over to the prison he locked little Lemonhope in, using Lemongrab as a car. What?
Give me hugs. There's no use to mope. There's...
Poor Lemon White. Even though he's his clone, this treatment is going too far. He sees Princess Bubblegum and is furious that she's trying to take Lemonhope away. And for a scholarship, she tells him he's gifted. He tells her he's trash and destroys his instrument.
That noise!
You tell him, Princess. Finn comes up with a prank to teach him a lesson. He then does the dumbest thing that gets them in jail.
What is this? Now give us back Lemonhope and prepare for more prank.
Why would you reveal your plan?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Then, Lemongrab and White head over to the prison, where they see the talented Lemonhope playing absolute rubbish because they're lemons and they hate music. This is heaven to them. Lemon White gets so happy dancing that he wants the prisoners to join in the fun. But that's when things get messed up. Remember how we said you should take a step back from the screen? Yeah, you might want to turn it off this time because Lemongrab is about to finish what he started.
How dare you! How dare you release my prisoners! Soft Lemongrab!
Is this still a kids' show? As Finn, PB, and Hope are trying to escape, Lemongrab yells out to the citizens who have no choice but to capture them because he put slave collars on their necks.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster.
Which would shock them to death if they refused to listen.
Go forth! Go forth now!
How sick do you have to be to put collars on your people just to get them to do what you want? And just when you think it's over, Lemon White forces himself out of Lemongrab's mouth and uses his last strength to beg people to stop. And for Lemonhope to save them. But Lemongrab shoves him right back into his mouth.
Lemon brothers, stop! But I have learned, lemon need not squeeze lemon to survive. Grow strong and return for us. Go!
It's really nice to see there's at least one lemon who cares about his people.
You're right.
White's speech moved the people so much that they helped them escape. But it's really sad that Lemon White is trapped in that disgusting vermin's body. But at least Lemongrab didn't get what he wanted and was made mad for years. Now we're sure that you're all wondering, why hasn't Lemongrab gotten the ultimate karma yet? And you have every right to be confused and pissed, just like we are. And just when we were about to give up, they finally gave him a taste of his own medicine. But someone had to die for it in this next episode. In the Lemonhope episode, PB takes Lemonhope back to learn about the evil fat dictator who starves his people. Why does that sound familiar?
I'm inside my fortified totalitarian city-state. Hello, I'm Lemongrab.
Anyways, she shows him how Lemongrab is torturing the people. But Lemonhope, just like the other lemons, lacks empathy and only thinks of himself.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about other people, I guess. Like, I got me.
He's starving them, breaking instruments, and making sure to kill every lemon that set Hope free.
Things have never been better here at Castle Lemongrab. And since the expulsion of Lemonhope,
And then he decides to be petty by telling Lemonhope he doesn't want him back.
in conclusion, no one needs to come here ever, especially Lemonhope, and I ate my brother. Goodbye!
Now the earldom is on lockdown, and anyone who tries to escape gets eaten alive by the dictator himself.
I'm going to eat you! No!
After years of teaching Hope empathy, which completely failed, PB, or should we say Flannel, convinces Lemonhope to save the people. He climbs into a perfectly laid rope and meets Lemongrab to the castle wall. Let's pretend like that rope wasn't there waiting for him for years.
Looking for something? Well, you found me! Fat Lemongrab!
It's pretty nice that he called himself fat. Lemonhope brings out the things he hates most, his harp. But Lemongrab came prepared.
Oh, what's that you've got? Oh, your little harp! But what's this?
Lemonhope plays beautiful music which drives Lemongrab nuts. His own people hold him down so he can't resist the music.
It's awful! Faster, Lemonhope!
Let's take a minute to mourn the only lemon who actually gave a about his people. 3, 2, 1. Okay, morning's over. Honestly, there should have been more gruesome deaths and punishments for Lemongrab, especially with what he put Lemon White through. Rest in peace, Lemon White. But we're glad he's dead. We just wish the lemon people didn't have to suffer for it. Now that Lemongrab's gone for good, Justin Roiland can finally catch a break. And so can we. Cheerio, Karma lovers. Hey guys, quick announcement. We're starting a second channel. It's called That's Fair. And over there, we're going to be taking a much deeper dive into cartoons, but fundamentally we're going to be focusing on much more serious topics, things that we feel actually like matter in the context of real life. We're going to be talking about neurodivergency, we're going to be talking about mental health, things that a lot of us really care about here at Not Fair Studios. But it's not just going to be focused on cartoons. You guys are also going to get a glimpse into my life. We're going to be showing you stuff like behind the scenes, any funny little videos we may come up with. In my free time, I do a bit of music production, so we're going to be showing a little bit of that there. And while I've got you, if you do fancy checking out anything from my music, I'm going to pop a little link in the description for you guys to check it out if you do fancy listening to some of my indie rock music. The world is really our oyster here with this new channel. There's going to be a lot more freedom as to what we're going to be able to post on this second channel. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, go over to the second channel, click subscribe, ding the bell for any new videos, and get notified when we post our first video on there, okay? So yeah, anyway, thank you for listening, guys. Cheerio!